questions out loud, it's already,
Okay.
so that you can answer. Did Kayla spoke?
You're live.
Yeah, we're live, we're on.
Good evening. If you have any questions before we start the induction ceremony, feel free to leave them in the comments and we'll answer them live.
Sending the program to you. So it's Angel's. You're Heather M. Wilson. Yeah, I just sent you the link to the program. If you could forward that to.
They should connect too.
Just letting you know we are live and I'm here to answer any questions you have before we start. The induction ceremony will start at 7 p.m.
No, but are you able to send it to them? Okay.
If you're just joining us, we are live and we are here to answer your questions before the induction ceremony starts. The ceremony will be starting at 7. Just drop your questions into the comments and we'll get those answered for you.
I just assumed it was obvious.
She needs to click on the straight link.
The StreamYard link is when she wants to come on live, but just to watch it.
Oh yeah, she just goes to her YouTube page.
Oh, I know that. I told her that, but she said, where should I click, in Facebook or YouTube? I mean,
Just tell her to stay on StreamYard.
Now, if you're one of our PTK members, we did send out an email earlier this evening with the links via Facebook or YouTube. You are able to watch it in both locations.
I don't know, I should know this, but if she clicks on Facebook or the link in Facebook, wouldn't it be obvious what to see? Click on it.
It should be on the page.
All right, that is sent, Mr. Rock.
Thank you.
There is a link in the comments that will take you to the induction program if you do not have a copy.
There is a link on the YouTube video for a program. It's in the description. There should also be a link to the roster to sign your name if you're an inductee.
Apparently you have to request access.
Corey, you say you don't have anything from Kayla yet?
Approve.
Okay, we gotta figure out and anything else.
Have you made a way for them to get into the program? Okay. So. No, it's a long story.
Kelly Devine says hello.
Hi, Kelly.
For those of you that have joined us right now, if you would like a copy of the program, you should be able to see the ability to access that on your screen.
The link is in the description.
You might remind people about that too as you get started, I guess.
Minutes until the ceremony starts. So keep your questions coming. If you're just joining us, there is a link in the YouTube description. The inductees.
I wonder what this is.
I would just like to let the inductees know that you do need a Google account to be able to access the signature roster this evening.
Kayla has sent us a recording.
All right, we do have a couple questions. So someone asked, are they to wait until your name is called to sign the Google Doc?
Yes.
Or do it presenter?
That's a great question. So the question was, are you to wait until your name is called to sign the roster? Yes, please. I believe we will have that split screened, and you'll be able to see yourself signing that live.
I think she does already, but just go run that under her nose.
Okay, so that,
Is this the charger?
Good evening. Good evening, and thank you for joining us for the Spring 2021 induction for the Alpha Phi Theta chapter of Phi Theta Kappa Honor Society. This evening is very special to me, as I hope it will be for you. We have the pleasure of honoring special guests among us this evening. Dr. Tammy Lyles, Academic Dean, Melanie Williamson, Academic Dean, Dr. Rebecca Sims, Academic Dean, Donna Heath Johnson, Interim Dean, and Corey Mulligan, Digital Marketing Public Relations Coordinator with BCTC Strategic Communications. Unfortunately, two of our biggest supporters are not able to be here tonight, but we would still like to honor them. Dr. Phi Theta Kappa, BCT President and CEO, and Dr. Greg Feeney, BCT Provost, who is also a PTK honorary member. Next, we have our chapter officers, Kayla Bush, President, Brianna Stacy, Vice President, McKenna Marion, Secretary, and Elizabeth Brown, Treasurer. Let us not forget our trustee advisors, Tom Rogers, Professor of Architectural Technology, Kimberly Ross Brown, Associate Professor of Communications, Stephanie Fitch, Associate Professor of Film Studies. Finally, it gives me great pleasure to introduce and welcome our honorary members. Greg Rickert, Professor, Communications, long-serving past PTK Chapter Advisor. Cindy Tucker, retired Professor in Computer and Information Technologies. Long-serving past PTK Chapter Advisor, both instrumental in establishing many of the chapter's initiatives that are still long-going today. Michael Bitton, Professor of Humanities, is a PTK member himself and has helped our chapter with scholarship applications. Dr. Rebecca Glasscock, Professor Emeritus of Geography, has provided many opportunities for service to our members, including Peace Meal Garden. Steve Stone, Public Services Librarian at BCTC, has helped our chapter with research strategies for honors in action. Debbie Holt, retired Professor in Communications and Information Technologies, has worked with us during our involvement with open registration. Ginger Porter, Office Assistant here at Newtown, and has assisted us on countless times in reserving rooms at Newtown. Christina Robinson, Director of Student Engagement and Leadership at BCTC, has partnered with us in our activities, including our work at open registration. Angela Meyer, Relationship Manager at Bellevue University, and has partnered with us for many of our activities. Nolan Embry-Bailey, Professor of Psychology and Family Studies. At this time, I would like to ask Dr. Sims to offer a welcome.
thank you. My welcome is on behalf of BCTC's President, Dr. Phi Theta Kappa, and our Provost, Dr. Greg Feeney, and that we want to congratulate you for being inducted in the BCTC's Phi Theta Kappa Society. You have earned this invitation based on your due diligence and hard work. As you'll often hear, you'll benefit most by the effort you put into something. So we encourage you to get involved, take full advantage of the opportunities PTK provides, such as participating in honors, leadership, and community service activities, along with the fellowship of your peers. Also, we want to thank the PTK faculty advisors, Tom Rogers, Kimberly Ross Brown, and Stephanie Fitch. Leading this organization goes well beyond their regular duties, but they prioritize this due to their dedication to academics and student scholars. So again, congratulations, and we hope you enjoy all that PTK provides. Thank you.
Thank you. At this time, I would like to introduce our keynote speakers. Our keynote speakers tonight are Dr. Amanda Waterstedt, Professor of Biology and Honors Program Director, Somerset Community College. She is also the PTK Kentucky Regional Coordinator. Dr. Amanda Waterstedt became Kentucky Regional Coordinator for Phi Theta Kappa in 2020. She served as the Associate Regional Coordinator from 2017 to 2020, and in advisor to Alpha Phi Kappa Community College since 2016. In addition to her work with Phi Theta Kappa, Dr. Waterstedt is a professor of biology and honors program director at Somerset Community College. Before working at Somerset Community College, she was a faculty member at Eastern Kentucky University and a research scientist at the University of Kentucky Markey Cancer Center in Lexington. She earned her PhD in physiology from the University of Kentucky in 2009. She lives on an organic vegetable farm in London, Kentucky with her husband Ford, 3 boys, 2 dogs, and a cat.
Is it okay for me to start speaking now? Can you hear me?
We can hear you.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you for the kind introduction and for getting to be part of this very special evening. I know our new inductees are the focus and I want to get right to them, but I'm just real honored to be here and I'll share a few thoughts first. Also joining me tonight is our one of our 3 regional officers, Allison Causey. She is one of 2 vice presidents that's a student role. She serves in the Kentucky region with another vice president and our president who could not be with us tonight because she's in class. But both Allison and our other vice president, Heather Mitchell, have prepared videos that they want to share with this group about their work as regional officers and to welcome you into Phi Theta Kappa. I was just thinking as I was listening to the introductory remarks how special it is for me to get to join you because it's right around 16 years ago, I think, if I'm counting correctly, that I was an adjunct faculty member at Bluegrass Community and Technical College when I was a grad student at UK. So I could have been on your Cooper campus teaching anatomy and physiology in the lab. Just like maybe some students are doing there. And I had a great experience there. I'm really thankful for all of the good things that happen at Bluegrass Community and Technical College. I'm really impressed by what you do, the college in general, and especially the Alpha Phi Kappa chapter. And I'm just real honored to be here with you tonight. This event, this virtual event, I know it's been a strange year, but it is a milestone in your life as a scholar if you are a new inductee. You've been working really hard. I'm going to just check. I heard a ding and I'm making sure I'm not doing, okay, no, that's okay. I was just making sure I'm not doing something wrong in the meeting. I might be, but somebody will have to let me know. So inductees, I work with chapters across the region and my own chapter at Somerset Community College. I've had the privilege of getting to work with a lot of students from a lot of colleges in the KCTCS system, and it is really fun. And I know you are special students, and I hope I get the chance to work with you in the Kentucky region of Phi Theta Kappa. And I want to tell you that what I was starting to say before, I apologize for the distraction, is that this is a really important milestone in your life as a scholar. You've been working really hard individually. We know that. You wouldn't be here if you hadn't been achieving excellence in the classroom. So I commend you for being a scholar and for just doing excellent work. That is not easy. And I'm sure that many of you balance a lot of other responsibilities along with academics. And I'm so proud of you. It's no small task, and you should take pride in that yourselves. It's a real pleasure for educators like me and your advisors to see students flourishing, studying in the fields that interest them, the fields that they want to build a career in. That's what we hope for. That's why we do what we do. So it's a real honor to get to work with Phi Theta Kappa students like you. So congratulations. I also want to commend you for choosing to accept membership in Phi Theta Kappa, because that tells me something about you. It tells me that you're not just interested in being an outstanding scholar on your own, but that you're interested in being part of a community of scholars. And that makes a big difference. Through this membership, your experience as a scholar is expanding beyond those independent studies. You're not just focusing on your own excellence. It's in community that we learn how to apply our unique talents and gifts. That's one of the things I enjoy most about working with our regional officer team is evaluating our strengths, seeing what's unique about each of us and how we can bring those unique qualities to contribute to the function of a team. And I'm sure you're doing that in your chapter as well. I want to tell you, in case you don't know, you probably already know a lot about this, but the Alpha Phi Kappa chapter of Phi Theta Kappa at Bluegrass Community and Technical College has a long tradition of academic excellence as a group. They also have a long tradition of excellent service to the Kentucky region and beyond. In fact, it's one of your a former BCTC student and officer in your chapter that welcomed me. It was really instrumental in welcoming me into the world of Phi Theta Kappa a few years ago when I first joined as an advisor. This evening, you're joining the ranks of students who've traveled across the country, pursuing opportunities to grow as scholars and leaders, and offering their skills and talents to serve other people. So I'm looking forward to seeing you do the same. You're joining the ranks of students who've earned international recognition for their work within and beyond the classroom, on the BCTC campus and in the Lexington community and surrounding areas. You're joining the ranks of students who've earned international recognition through scholarship awards, and I hope to see you earn awards just like that. You are the next generation of the Alpha Phi Kappa chapter. We're eager to see how you're going to use your unique talents to serve each other, your college, and your local community in the Kentucky region and beyond. Please take advantage of every opportunity to learn and grow with your fellow Phi Theta Kappans. Your advisors are some of the most amazing people in the world. They are wonderful resources for you. They have a wealth of knowledge and they care deeply about their students. So please, please work with them. You also have great administrators at BCTC, and they're going to work together to guide you along the paths, the projects you're going to pursue. I've been hearing about and seeing some of the great work that's been going on this year, and I think it's amazing. And I want you to know that I'm going to be here cheering you on, and I'll be glad to help in any way that I can. Okay, I want to turn this time over to our regional officers. I want you to see a couple of folks who have been working to serve the Kentucky region. And I don't know which video we're going to see first. I know we're working with some other folks. We have Heather Mitchell, who is from Madisonville Community and Technical College, and Allison Causey from here at Somerset Community College.
Thank you. I'd also like to introduce another keynote speaker that we have this evening. That is Vice President Heather Mitchell. Heather Mitchell is a leader in the Chi Eta chapter at Madisonville Community College. She is pursuing a career in elementary education and will transfer to Murray State University to complete that training. Heather is passionate about making a positive impact in her community through education. Her goals for 2020 and 2021 include raising awareness of Phi Theta Kappa and developing leadership skills. She uses strong communication skills, a positive attitude, and a hard work ethic to strengthen and support her team. She is an asset to her fellow regional officers and to the Kentucky program.
Good evening, Phi Theta Kappa members. My name is Heather Mitchell, and I have had the honor of serving our region as your Regional Vice President for the 2020-2021 school year. As you embark on your journey as a Phi Theta Kappa member, I hope you take your time to be involved with your chapter as much as possible. The more you're involved in Phi Theta Kappa, the better of an experience you're going to have and the more you're going to get out of it. If you're interested in being a regional officer and you don't know if you really want to do that, take it from me. I'm the girl who didn't know if I wanted to jump and take that position. I'm the girl that didn't know if I had the leadership qualities or the skills to do it. But I filled out that regional officer application and I submitted it in, and I'm so glad that I did. Being your regional officer has been one of the best experiences of my life. I've made friends, I've grown in my leadership skills, I've done things I've never thought I'd be able to do before. I helped run a region. Even though we've had our challenges throughout the year with COVID and everything the way it's been, we still managed to do the best for you all. Trust me, if you want to build friends, you want to have better leadership skills, and you want to help others in your whole region, step up. Apply to be a regional officer. You won't regret it. Enjoy your journey as a Phi Theta.
Thank you. And now I'd like to introduce our final keynote speaker for the night, Vice President Allison Causey. Allison Causey is a leader in the Omicron Zeta chapter at Somerset Community College. She recently completed an AAS in the medical laboratory technician program and plans to pursue a career in the medical field. Allison loves learning, reading, working with a team to achieve common goals. Her thoughtful attention to detail, respect for the perspective of others, and strong work ethic make her a great asset to her fellow regional officers and to the Kentucky program.
State or even international level. These are wonderful opportunities that allow you to see what you are truly capable of and achieve growth, which is an achievement in itself. Speaking of opportunities, regional officer applications are now open. If you achieve one of these positions, you'll be able to obtain many skills that will be useful later on in your life, such as leadership skills and even communication skills such as public speaking. And again, congratulations. Good evening, Phi Theta Kappa, and congratulations.
We had some audio issues with that, so we are going to run it again, and hopefully the audio issues will be resolved.
Good evening, Phi Theta Kappas, and congratulations on meeting this wonderful milestone in your academic career. My name is Allison Causey, and I am current Vice President for the Kentucky region. I highly encourage you to take every opportunity that Phi Theta Kappa has to offer, whether it be for your local, state, or even international level. These are wonderful opportunities that allow you to see what you are truly capable of and achieve growth, which is an achievement in itself. And speaking of opportunities, regional officer applications are now open. If you achieve one of these positions, you'll be able to obtain many skills that will be useful later on in your life, such as leadership skills and even communication skills such as public speaking. And again, congratulations.
Thank you, Dr. Waterstadt, Heather Mitchell, and Allison Causey. We are delighted you joined us this evening to share your insight and treasured experiences. I would also like to thank you for your dedication to PTK and to our region. My name is Elizabeth Marks. I recommend them for acceptance into the Alpha Phi Kappa chapter of Phi Theta Kappa International Honor Society for the two-year college. Students, you are about to be inducted into a scholarly fellowship which embraces two-year colleges not only of your own state, but of the nation and the world. The fellowship is Phi Theta Kappa, and your chapter is Alpha Phi Kappa. After induction, you will find among the members an atmosphere of scholarship to which you must give of yourself in order that the organization may be meaningful to you. Someone once said, to be part of the 1%, you have to do what the other 99% won't do. Look around you. You've taken the first step and embarked upon a journey. As a member of Phi Theta Kappa, you will be embraced by a fraternity of students and an alliance of administrators, advisors, professors, and staff. Your membership is an opportunity to become further invested in your future. Tonight, we welcome you into our 5-star chapter of Phi Theta Kappa Honor Society and celebrate in your continued success. Let me reintroduce the remaining Phi Theta Kappa officers. First, I would like to introduce our chapter president, Kayla Bush, who unfortunately could not be with us tonight. Alpha Phi Kappa Vice President, Brianna Stacy. Alpha Phi Kappa Secretary, McKenna Marion. And I am Elizabeth Brown, the Alpha Phi Kappa Treasurer. The officers will now share with you in the symbols that are meaningful to Phi Theta Kappa.
I'm Brianna Stacy, Chapter Vice President. The candle on the table in front of me is a torch, symbolic of knowledge, which is a servant of wisdom, which dwells with prudence and leads the way of righteousness. In the midst of paths of judgment. The flower is a symbol of our newly formed intellectual friendship. Now, notice the emblem of the Phi Theta Kappa found on your program and on your screen. It consists of a golden slab, keyed at top and bottom. The golden field, like the escutcheon of our coat of arms, refers to the golden opportunities that abound on every hand for society folk to evidence their culture and perform good works. Since gold is the most noble of metals, it shall have a further significance to our society, for it shall represent that nobility attained by those who achieve intellectual leadership. Across the slab, you will observe a black band. It represents the 3 ideals which band us together, and the cultural self-control which is necessary foundation for our true wisdom, aspiration, and purity. Shining through the black enamel are 3 Greek letters, which are the initials of those 3 Greek words meaning wisdom, aspiration, and purity.
I am Elizabeth Brown, Chapter Treasurer. Behind the band is a wreath. On the one side composed of oak leaves and on the other laurel. The oak leaves stand for stability and strength of character, as symbolized by the sturdy oak. The graceful curling leaves of the laurel signify achievement and success, all attributes for membership in our society. Above the band is the representation of the head of Athena, a symbol of learning. In the base appear the Greek letters meaning light, the light of knowledge and learning, the common ideal for members of Phi Theta Kappa Honor Society. This badge stands as a symbol for the high idealism of our organization and membership in our select group. Upon joining PTK, you affirmed that you read the Constitution and bylaws of this organization, the purpose of which is to foster a spirit of devotion to study and to scholarly ideals among its members, and whose principles are embodied in the Greek letters for which stand for wisdom, aspiration, and purity. Now that the standards and ideals of this organization have been fully revealed to you, you come to complete the pledge which admits you into complete fellowship.
Good evening, everyone. I'm McKenna Marion, your chapter secretary. I will be calling your names for induction. As I call your names and you see your name presented, Please begin to type your name into our chapter membership record. The link will be posted in the public comments for you to be able to access the record. Tua Hudi Alipati. Yun Chu An. Tiffany Anthony. Madison Arnett. Brianna Battle. Lachey Beatty. Fabiola Borges Rojas. Nathan Bradshaw. Ana Castillo Diaz. Madison Castle. Wesley Claycomb. Sarah Collins. Danielle Cottrell. Aylin Cotina. Jacqueline Cruz. Megan Zarnecki. Mireya Del Rio Gil. Kelly Devine. Brittany Farthing. Carly Fee, Whitney Francis, Ernie Garcia Serrano, Jennifer Guzman, Samantha Hernandez Perez, Jason Hewitt, Nicole Holtzclaw, Mark Hounshell, Tatum Hughes, Jennifer Hurt, Stephen Karcher, Rebecca Katiwaba, Destiny LaJoy, Ashton Lane, Fatima Maydeen, Tiffany Malico, Jada Mars, Madison May, Merrick McKinley, Rebecca Miller, Kelsey Mink, Rocio Morris, Ashley Morrison, Sarah Newman, Jeanette Ojeda, Rayan Pasha, Rebecca Pierce, April Price, Athul Pulavalil Anil, Zach Sakra, Charles Sampson, Samantha Sauls, Brandon Scott, Jonathan Seeberger, Caroline Silligi, Brianna Smith, Catherine Sawa, Urbano Torres, Emma Van Hook, Angela Velasco Monterrubia, Mary Wilson. Cameron Young. If anyone needs to sign the roster, please do so at this time. Inductees, please stand and take the oath of Phi Theta Kappa as found inside your program.
It's also in the comments. It's in the comments. It's in the comments as well. The oath is in the comments. Okay. The oath is also posted in the comments because it's not in the program.
I was just informed that the oath is also posted in the comments. At this time, please stand and take the oath of Phi Theta Kappa. Repeat after me. I state your name, do solemnly promise on this 4th day of March 2021 to uphold the standards of Phi Theta Kappa and to make this object and aim foremost in my mind. And I do solemnly pledge allegiance to my fellow members and promise to aid them in all worthy endeavors. Please join me in welcoming our newly inducted members of Phi Theta Kappa. You may be seated. Additionally, I would like to take this time to say that Bluegrass and our community, Alpha Phi Kappa, can open doors to seemingly unimaginable opportunities. You are the key to discovering them. I would like to invite the advisors to come up to the podium to say a few closing remarks.
I just wanted to take this time to welcome you to Phi Theta Kappa, and I hope that this was a great experience for you. As an advisor, this has been an amazing experience. And we just welcome you to this chapter. I know we're having a little bit of technical difficulties, so we'll get back to Miss Ross Brown. But welcome. I am Stephanie Fitch, and I'm one of the 3 advisors. If you have anything or need anything, please feel free to reach out, and welcome.
Welcome again. I'm another advisor for the Honor Society. I'm Tom Rogers. So very glad to have everybody with us tonight to help us celebrate. Especially want to thank the Phi Theta Kappa officers for the chapter for helping get this together. They all did a great job. And also thanks to the advisors who are helping with this too. Also want to give a special thanks to Heather Wilson, who is a chapter member, who has also helped us to get this off the ground. She's been instrumental in helping us with some of the tech stuff as well, so appreciate that. Thanks to Dr. Sims for the welcome, for all the other staff and academic representatives here tonight. I appreciate you being here. And also special thanks to our region representatives. Again, our chapter is part of a larger Kentucky region. And so we were very thankful to have with us tonight Dr. Amanda Waterstrat and the other regional officers joining her to offer a keynote speech for this event. And so I just want to encourage all of you that are new members to be active in the chapter. There are any number of ways of becoming active. You don't have to aspire to leadership positions, but we also have just other leadership needs as well. For example, at each campus, be nice. We try to have a campus liaison present at various campuses, so I'd encourage you to consider that. If your home campus happens to be, or whatever the home campus happens to be, we'd welcome to have you take on that role. Upcoming, some events that are upcoming, you should be aware of the fact that the Kentucky region will be having a regional conference here the next month. So stay tuned for that information, and you're welcome to join that virtual event. And then right before that is the major international event called Catalyst. So stay tuned for information about that too. The chapter has agreed to fund the registration for that. So all of the members would be able to attend that for free as a result. And so stay tuned for information regarding that. The next chapter meeting will be toward the end of March. So that'll be an opportunity for you to attend your first Alpha Phi Kappa chapter meeting, which will once again be virtual. So look out for that information. Plenty of ways to get plugged in. So just be sure to reach out to us, the officers and the advisors, and we'll get you plugged in. Thanks for being here. Do we have...
Let's see. Ms. Ross Brown, can you hear us? And can you speak? Looks like we're still having trouble with our audio.
Okay. Ms. Ross Brown is the 3rd advisor, Kimberly Ross Brown, and we're trying to bring her into the meeting tonight, but I know that she expresses similar thoughts about your membership, and so we'll give it another minute here to see what happens. I will also add that Stephanie Fitch, who spoke just a few minutes ago, she has kind of established a niche in the chapter in working with members on an initiative that comes down from Phi Theta Kappa headquarters called Honors in Action. And so that's one area that she works in. Ms. Ross Brown works in the area that is referred to as College Project, where we do activities that help serve the college. So I'm sure that they will be reaching out to you as new members to see if we can get you plugged into those activities. So still, I suppose at this point, if any of you had any questions, we could entertain some questions right now if you'd like to post them in the chat or.
We aren't able to get anything from her. Well, I don't think we'll be able to hear from her.
Okay, it looks like we're not going to be able to bring in Ms. Ross Brown. But so I think that essentially concludes the induction ceremony. Again, we're very glad you were able to be with us tonight, and we look forward to working with you as new members. Don't hesitate to reach out. Thanks for joining.